All right, thank you very much. Welcome back. We are still at the Independent Electoral Commission, and then you are watching Kerr Fatou. My name is Buba Gajigo. Joining me here is Lamin Cham, of course, a journalist, and he's the chief editor of the Standard newspaper, and also is the host of the brunch program on Kerr Fatou. Now we are about to witness the arrival of the Gambia Action Party under the leadership of Aliou Sow, because dramatic things happened yesterday night. If people were following social media, that Musa Yali Bachili has endorsed the president, that is Adama Barrow, but then his fellow party members, that is the Gambia Action Party, says no, they are not part of that decision, and then they have suspended him for now from the party. They have suspended Musa Yali Bachili, but we are expecting of course Mr. Aliou Sow, who is the flag bearer, is the standard bearer of the Gambia Action Party. We are expecting him here, and I believe he's already here. He's about to face the IC chairman to submit his nomination documents here. Sani Saimbe Independent Electoral Commission ne IEC mi alon ko be wolto kabrin dimanche kanajang parti do mi alon ko wole bina saying wole Gambia Action Party di mi alon ko Musa Yali Bachili atele party o nyin form bare kam tele ko nyin tembenna Musa Yali Bachili kunun suto afole ko ate president Barole endos bare la party mol ko hani tol damantreje min sunta yate fongota ka suspend party o nyinto nyin watola saintending Aliou Sow anala mol binale pour kaje ko ise nominate kila kaito de IC la. Seems like it was a dramatic moment yesterday, Mr. Cham. Of course, their party is the founder, Musa Yali Bachili, is the founder of Gambia Action Party. He endorsed the president, it seems like, without informing some of his party supporters, that is the Gambia Action Party. But then they also came out with a statement saying they are not part of that endorsement, and they are going on with the, of course, with their nomination today, which they did. They've already arrived. Gambia Action Party, is this the end of the party?
Well, not likely. If the declaration of the other members of the party is anything to go by, what happened? You are right. It's been a dramatic last 24 hours for the party. But you see, GAP has never been out of dramas, you know.
Sure.
And most of it surround, rotates around the personality of the founder, Musa Yali Bachili, who himself has a lot of drama in whatever he does. Yesterday, out of the blue, just when everybody was thinking that expecting the party to come to file in nominations for their flag bearer, which of late, as you said, has been a former soldier, Major S.R. Aliou Sow. Out of the blue, Bachili announced on Facebook that he is going to endorse President Barrow. He spoke so kindly and so gloriously about the achievements of President Barrow. But he said, when I put to him last night that his people are not happy, he said he did that on his own accord. He did not mention that the party is endorsing President Barrow, but he as a person is endorsing President Barrow. I put to him, look, if you are the leader, Secretary General of the party, and its founder, and you come out to say you endorse Mr. You are basically saying the party endorses. He said, no, my party can do whatever they like, they can interpret whatever they way, but I did not involve them in my individual decision to endorse President Barrow. That's what makes it more interesting. Yeah. Then swiftly, the party came out with a press release to say that he has been suspended, and in fact they said what he's waiting for is impeachment. So whatever that means, they said they have in their constitutional provision that he could be impeached, and that they are going to go ahead with their nomination as scheduled today, which is what we are witnessing. So there is no Musa Bachili here, the founder and until last night, the Secretary General of the Gambia Action Party. So Gambia Action Party never sort of drama. We know what happened between them, and now and the leader of the NRD now, and then of course even before that, I mean, there had always been issues as to Bacheli's own personality. He had always impressed people as somebody who is almost an entertainer, but he always said he has serious ambition, to do politics. But then I don't know, and I'm sure it has to do with his own personality and behavior. To some extent, he had found that he himself probably may not be the good material to run for president. So he had always wanted, people to be flag bearers. First, it was General Lamin Bojang. Then there was a gap. There were talks about his deputy, one Omar Biai at the time. That did not happen. And then suddenly we have Aliou Sow. So why Mr. Bachel himself has never been prepared or willing to be the standard bearer, is another matter altogether. But yes, it will be interesting to hear from the flag bearer Aliou Sow just exactly how did these things, dramatic things that happened last night, how would it affect the party now that you don't have Musa Bajeli, the founder, who said he's going to endorse President Barrow? What is going to happen? Are they going to carry on and complete his impeachment, which will be difficult because Bajeli had said they have no powers to do so. So we are yet to see the end of the drama in the Gambia Action Party. Probably the party may attract, headlines, not in pursuit of votes, but perhaps in trying to settle the apparent civil unrest, so to speak, in the party itself. So let's see what the flag bearer have to say.
Yeah, interestingly for, of course, Gambia Action Party, but we are going to, of course, join them there and see the other camera and see whether how are the nominations are ongoing right now. So we see what is happening there. That is the Gambia Action Party. Aliou Sow will be facing the media very shortly. So if he is ready submitting his documents, that is the nomination documents, he will of course face the media here. So let's join them and see what is happening.
Yes, that one, our manifesto is our ideas, because we feel like for 56 years, Gambians are writing books and they cannot implement them because it's not their ideas. You can implement the ideas you have, you design, and you become the architect of your own country. So we have gap, like we just have the health sector, we have short plan and long term. Both for health, agriculture, education, and for so we will do it. And it is part of our manifesto. Thank you very much for having you people.
All right, thank you very much. Welcome back. That was, of course, Mr. Aliou Sow. Is the standard bearer for Gambia Action Party speaking there. So I'm again joined by Lamin Cham, who was standing in front of him. So it's like they are not taking this as a big matter. I don't know. He's saying that is Musa Yali Bachili's right to join any political party. So, and that is it. They have suspended him from the party, but then it seems like they are not taking this big, I don't know actually, or they just don't want to go to, you know, to tell so many details about Musa Yali Bachili's exit from their party.
Yes, but then he indeed confirmed that Musa Yali Bachili has been suspended and pending impeachment, according to them. What I can foresee is that the rancor in the party will continue, because Bachili has made up his mind to endorse Barrow, and he's not shaken from that, from what I understood from him last night. Now, these people are determined to show to him that he belongs to an organization which has rules and regulations, and he cannot get people working in the party and then, you know, twist them anyhow he likes. So they are determined to forge ahead as a political party and to chart their own course without him. That's very clear from the tone of their press release yesterday. So you can expect that the split will continue. This man is a soldier. He has a military background. He was a major in the army. And you can see soldiers always have a very strong resolve in whatever they want to tackle. That is why he is no doubt going to forge ahead with his party without Mr. Bachili. Yeah, but then what I also wanted to know was he had a military background, and there had been a lot of much about whether there is even a need for security reforms. He said, well, if it is done the right way, yes, it's probably going to be workable and be beneficial, but if it is not done in the right way, it will not achieve its objective. But I mean, he made no secret of his dislike of the presence of foreign troops in the Gambia. He said, once they win the elections, if they win the election, within 72 hours, of course, observing some protocols, they will ask the troops to leave. That was quite emphatic. That's a feeling among many ex-soldiers, or, you know, even serving ones.
I think they are not happy with the system. So.
Exactly. No country will really be. But then, of course, you know, people always will put that in a context. Like, look, I mean, there was a problem here in 2017. The population of the Gambia wanted Jammeh out because they voted for him to go. He wouldn't go. He threatened to stand his ground. And the people could not trust their army. You know, although, of course, the army was always saying, when the time comes, we will know whether, we will support the constitutional authority or will support Jammeh. So in that, confusion, the West African bloc, and so that there is an option B, that is if it's push come to shove, they will show him we have force, to make so you, abide by the will of the Gambian people. So Jammeh had called that all a conspiracy. Even yesterday he was talking about, even the other day he was saying all those are international conspiracy, etc., etc. But we know over the last 5 years that the present government has no intention of getting the foreign troops out of the country, at least for now. They still feel there's a need for security. And, their presence had been, an issue of politics and other things. We had political parties saying, no, we don't need them here. We have civic society. And other analysts said, ECOMIC should go now. But the government has always said, always ask international support to fund them here. And we have seen it has been transformed, it will be transformed into some sort of gendarmerie role or whatever in future. All that has been said. So people like him with a military background, security background, have been known to be opposed to the long-term presence of foreign troops. That's why we wanted to know from him what are his policies towards that. And he said he would get them out in 72 hours. Of course, after observing the protocols. But if you look at GAP again, Buba, I think, or himself as a candidate, you could see that these are candidates who only ventured into this thing, probably not thinking or expecting to gain much electoral success, but at least to have their presence felt. And of course, because they could achieve the threshold, the basic requirements, they could achieve that. And that brings to the point, if the monetary requirement deposit is still at 500,000 or 250,000, some pretenders will not venture into, because they would have known that I could lose 250,000 my deposit, so they wouldn't even try. Yeah. I think these are lessons that the IEC should.
Gano, he was able to raise, I think, 10,000 within the party supporters.
He came with dollar. No, probably he had a dollar account. So, all right.
Thank you very much. So we will be back very shortly. We are about to witness the final candidate of the day, and which is Tamsir M. Jaze, is an independent candidate. Until then, bye-bye.